Hello, and thank you for joining me tonight. I go by Lune, and this is a relaxing video for you to use as you see fit. But from my perspective, I'm going to be conducting a Reiki session or energy work session by proxy and incorporating a lot of ASMR triggery kind of noises to help you induce relaxation and sleep or find comfort or just kind of be soothed. The theme the theme that we're working with tonight is about calming the mind, releasing anxious thinking, anxious thought patterns. Essentially, when we're trying to manifest, very often, and what I mean by that is when we have a goal or a desire or something we wish to see completed or fulfilled in some way, very often we get caught up and we start trying to, we do a lot of different things. We think of all the reasons why it couldn't happen, or all the challenges we'll face along the way, or we'll send our mind off in these lines to kind of run out scenarios and see how things are going to play out. And all of that is essentially just very draining. It takes away from the effort of manifesting. It takes away from the ease and peace of mind in general to have our thoughts so busy and so I almost said erratic. That could be, but I'm sure it's not erratic for all of us. But I hope you know what I mean. Sorry, Mercury retrograde is 2 whole weeks away, but I'm a very sensitive person. I usually feel things in the shadow period, so my words are tripping. But let's just get into the session and I'll communicate a little bit along the way. I'm actually going to shift to a soft voice like this because I haven't done a very ASMR style video in some time, and I thought that, we're kind of due here. So I hope that doesn't bother you, but if it does, I'm sorry, I can't please everyone with every video. So the first thing we're gonna do is dedicate a candle. It's like a very like a food kind of coffee smell, but it has a strong like caramel or vanilla kind of vibe. And I'm just going to light this with my lighter today. And we're going to dedicate the candle to the session here on behalf of your, mine, and everyone else's highest and greatest good and perfect comfort and alignment for exactly what we need. We'd like to dedicate this session with a theme of calming, quieting the mind, releasing patterns or like the extended thinking that really is just draining our energy. If we are ones to come up with the worst case scenario all the time, or remember all the times we failed, or all the times we got our heart broken, or all the times we felt abandoned or isolated or unsupported and uncomfortable in essentially any way. We want to rewrite our story, and this is a good method to soothe our energy before we begin to rewrite our story. That might be another video, but this will be calming. And if you're open to energy work, we're going to be focusing to soothe a combination of the throat and third eye, essentially the lower mind and higher mind, the intellect and the vision, kind of area. We'd like to also bring in an element of connecting or building a rapport or reestablishing the rapport in some of our cases with our primal energy, our primal instinct. Right? Here are some cool incense I got from the Alchemist's Kitchen in Manhattan. I guess like the Lower East Side. These have a very beautiful smell, very powerful, very authentic. I believe they are copal with Palo Santo. I know there's Palo Santo, but I think the base is like a traditional copal, even though it just says Holy Blend Palo Santo. I'm just gonna trust my nose there. These usually take a couple tries because they're so dense. They're beautiful. If you've never smelt copal incense, I highly recommend that you get them from a good source, so that they're the more authentic, the more amazing they are. And when I say authentic, I mean crafted authentically with all the intention. And I don't know the process personally. I'm not really an incense crafter yet, but it's worth it to get them from people who put love into it. I hope that makes sense and that it means something to them. Alright, so I'm just taking this little ember and focusing on your etheric body, your space. And we're going to use this not only as an offering, you could say, as in, just like the candle, but a bit more of an exchange, an energy exchange. And I'm just going to kind of swirl this over your head and create a cocoon around you. Again, you can use this as an energy healing session or simply to relax, so there's no judgment on my end, and I hope you're able to release judgment on your end too, but that's not my job, I guess, right? Alright, just going down your back. And as we're focusing on the back, we're intending, excuse me, to release any of other people's thoughts and opinions or influences which might be kind of collecting in your energy field here. Okay, so I'm focusing on the back of the neck, back and forth, and back and forth, and then down the back, combing kind of motion, just like this. Okay, to help provide clarity, and I'm going to focus on the eyes as well. Third eye and throat. And the sacral too, because I want those messages to come through. I'm saying sacral as in our primal instinct. Could call it emotional instinct or reactions, I suppose, but I'm not really looking at it that way. I'm looking at it just in general as like animal instinct. Okay. I'm very sorry, you might be hearing some noises outside, but I can't really do anything about that today. So, I thought this would make nice sounds for you, but also I wanted to just mention something. I had a really nice conversation with my friend Inez today, and we talked about the to-do list. In fact, I've actually talked about this with Hyper Priestess recently too. And having a planner can be very helpful to organize your thoughts, your day, but also make sure that you're tapped into the big picture and you're not getting distracted by the process of overthinking or anxiety or trying to see or understand things too much. I can put this in context as an example of those who are looking to manifest a romantic relationship, and they're so caught up in, let's say, dating or like the weirdness of dating that they end up kind of playing a game. But on the other side, they're also kind of like, sorry, my language is very weak right now, forgive me, but like when am I gonna meet this person? But they're not here yet. I want them now. And like, I feel for you, like in that position. I was there before, so I'm not trying to sound criticizing, critical, or judgmental. But I just want to remind everyone that the good stuff takes time. We have to be ready for it. There's so many things that happen behind the scenes, but never give up your expectation of it to manifest. Never give up on that possibility, that very real and true possibility. And if you find yourself hyperthinking and feeling disorganized, get organized, you know? But not obsessive. I'm not gonna pull any cards, but I wanted to kind of use this as a prop. So sorry. To remind everyone that sometimes when we're feeling like that, like this overthinking, racing thoughts, full of possibilities, but also full of the possibility of all these complications, or just anxious, anxiety, fear-based limitations, it's not advised from my perspective to delve into divination at times like that. If you feel like you can pull a few cards for yourself and leave it at that, and when your card says, I'm not going to answer your question, you need to calm down, you're going to listen to that. Otherwise, like, I could see people just, they keep pulling cards, they keep using their pendulum, they keep thinking and asking, and it's like you're disempowering yourself through that potentially. You know, I'm not trying to, it's just an opinion, but you're a creator. There's no what's gonna happen. It's like, what do you want to happen? I don't mean to say that the cards or any divination form isn't guiding. It can be, but if we're in that state of mind, we're probably not in the best place to receive guidance, and we need to chill and relax and tap back into what we truly want. I don't know if you're watching, but thank you for my spray, Lori. I saw a friend the other day in my office, and she gifted me this essential oil spray, which is mint, leaf, and bergamot, and I love it. Bergamot, I think I said that wrong, but so, to assist with the intention for bringing in the water now is a cleansing method to assist with soothing the mind. And we can look at it as like an emotionally calming support. Just gonna waft it around you. Over your head. I love this smell. You wouldn't think that like orange and mint would go good together, but they do. Okay, so I'm focusing on the sacral specifically now. So just below the belly button. So we want to bridge these 3 points we talked about, the throat, and the third eye, which I'm just going to have to not spray my camera. Okay. Just soothing the third eye. You could just let it go. Let those thoughts go. Let that just melt away, okay? Kind of bridge right now the sacral, throat, third eye. Alright, so I have a couple pieces of salt, just like Himalayan pink salt. Just wanted to bring these out because I keep a container here in my office near the foot of the massage table to help draw out and cleanse energy. These you can put in your bath, you can hold them in your hands, you could put them under your feet. You could take a salt bath in general when you wish to cleanse, and you must intend, I wish to release this patterns of hyper thinking, of obsessive almost thinking, or these anxious patterns, these disempowering thoughts, these trails that I seem to take in my mind that pull me away from my ability to get what I want, in a sense, or drain my energy, or keep me up at night. Okay, so just to give you some examples of common things you can use. Of course, like I said, regular salt is fine. They don't have to be big chunky guys like this. So here I have some stones that I want to show you. Let's see if I can focus my camera. I think that's almost good. So here we have a pink calcite. Rhymes with like a mango name, but it's essentially pink calcite. Here is a morganite. It's like a peachy stone. Rhodochrosite. Peach aventurine. And the sunstone. And essentially you can see here I have a theme of pink and peachy kind of colored stones. And these are very good for calming the mind and the throat and the third eye, the higher mind and lower mind. We want to address both because we want to correct, if I can put it that way, or that might not be the best word, forgive me, but adapt our patterns, our thought patterns, adapt our reactions in a sense so that our subconscious mind has a better place to act from. And the lower mind for the conscious thinking, the obsessive go kind of thinking. So these are just some examples of what you could work with. I really like sunstone for that animal instinct we talked about. Tapping into that instead of the overthinking. Trust your senses, let go of your thoughts. Peach aventurine is very good for quieting the mind. And morganite as well as these pinky ones are good for soothing, but also to help connect with the heart, back to the focus of the desire, let's say. And back to that. I guess I'll leave it. Well, we'll figure it out. Back to the relationship example. We're wanting to manifest a romantic partner. It's more like a desire to feel supported. I feel like there's an ice cream truck you might hear right now. A desire to share your experiences or to build a life together. So focus on that instead of the timeline necessarily, ease up on the pressure. And then here we have chrysocolla to help connect the heart and the mind in general. Gonna move to the Selenite wand to again focus on your back, just as another method to release that confusing energy tied to other people's thoughts and opinions and all that. To release outside influence, allow you to connect and center with yourself. Okay, so I'm just going to start over your head. Just calm down for now. Your body, down your arm, and your other arm, and then the back. If you'd like to take a breath and release any confusing, contradicting, or imposing energy, thoughts, which may have collected on you from other people or circumstances or situations or media or whatever. Okay, just running this down your back a few times, from the shoulders down to the base of your back, and down, down, down your back. And we want to work on the third eye and throat and sacral again. So I'm just going to focus here. Okay, to work to calm. So if you'd like and you're open to it, you want to set an intention for yourself, you can intend to release the thought patterns that do not serve you. Release the excessive thoughts. Release what you're so hung up on, perhaps, or that you see yourself continually getting hung up on and distracted by or triggered by in some way. Okay, the throat, same thing. So if we're focusing on the third eye, and that's the visions of challenges, options, how is it going to play out? I want to see what this is, where this path goes, all of that. What should I do? And like more visual. The throat is more mental thought, the voice more than the vision. This is like the main spot for the overactive thoughts. So if you are a crystal type, you like crystals, and you find yourself with overactive thoughts, you might be careful not to use things that are too blue, too vibrant right now, until you calm this area. My hand there for a second. Okay. Okay, and then for the sacral, I want to just activate it more. This is not to induce some manic emotional reaction. It's only to bridge the instinct to the higher awareness so that you can go by instinct instead of the complicated, getting in your own way, stressed out kind of feelings, okay? Just kind of swirling and drawing it up. Just a little corkscrew of a path for it to flow through. To witness these reactions and trust them, to build trust in your gut instincts. Going to send you some energy now without any tools, just my intention. I'm just gonna again set my intention on behalf of everyone's highest and greatest good. I wish to conduct some energy to you that is calming, that soothes your overactive mind, your non-stop thoughts, and helps you to connect with your instincts and trust them and read them and be guided in that way, and give your brain a break a little bit. Our brain is manifesting. Our primal instincts are more of like the sensory sensations, I guess we could say. I mean, they both kind of are, but I don't want to confuse you, so just go with that. It's gonna bring some energy to my hands this. And hold you in a place of perfection and love and ease, just floating on a body of water, looking up at the clouds or the stars, tree branches, whatever you see, a rainbow, kite, a spaceship, whatever comes to mind for you, as long as you feel peaceful and buoyantly floating on a beautiful body of water. Okay, I'm just gonna focus on kind of sending this soothing energy to your third eye first, and combing through, just releasing chaotic memories, those chaotic manifesting thoughts you might be having. Okay. Just clearing them out. Sorry for that car. What can you do, right? Now the throat, same thing. Clearing it out. And just kind of focusing now to send in this calm energy, like a wave or a breeze or someone blowing you a kiss, whatever you feel like, however it reaches you most comfortably. And then just want to work to stimulate the sacral here with only the intention of bridging your relationship to your primal instincts, to trust and know you can tap into this and utilize this as your method of guidance. It doesn't have to be completely digested up here. Sending you some extra energy into your spirit body, astral body. you stick, comfy, protected. And I want to focus on creating a golden halo around your mind, around your head, your crown, but more like this kind, not like this. So I'm just gonna give it 3 rings to help with your mental clarity and knowing when to let go of a thought and when it might be best to chew on it a little. Alright, smooth out everything. Well, I hope you'd enjoyed this little session, and just wanted to share how grateful I am for all of your support and encouragement and kind words. I am getting very busy, which is a blessing, so thank you for that. But I do apologize when I don't really have the time to reply to everyone or anything. But I do love reading your comments, and it means a lot to me, so thank you. Alright, so from the bottom of my heart, as always, namaste.